Velta Benson is the GOP Precinct Leader on Mercer Island. Although she's lived on Mercer Island since 1970, this is only her third caucus. Benson was born in Latvia, however her family fled from the communists when she was young. Benson offers a unique perspective for the Republican Party on the issue of immigration.
Yeah, we were lucky. I always say, they say, oh, we're immigrants. I said, well, we were lucky we were able to get underneath the legislative authority to bring people in from the refugees. And that Lutheran Church in Mercer Island, the Trinity, actually sponsored us.
Oh, wow.
And we were lucky just to get their application. My dad cut grass at Shorewood, and we found some American friends who helped get him another job, and eventually he had his own business, and they got their citizenship in 55, and my sister and I were too young, so we got it along with them. Well, it was very important to do education, and I think the smarter and the people who had those goals were the ones in danger of losing their lives, as they say. So they were all the ones that emigrated, and I think that was part of the good thing. The immigrants come in, they probably are part of the educated and the inspired, or the ones who want to make a better life. I personally would like to see a visiting visa, but I wouldn't like to see anybody get up ahead of the line, because I know when we have now free Latvia, my parents were needing help, and it would have been nice if I could have had somebody from there come over. They could make $2. We could have somebody living with them and talk their language, which they kind of learned, but was still basic. And they didn't want to stay here. My uncle offered his niece who visited. He said, no, my friends are there. My life is there. I don't want to stay. But they didn't mind coming over. So I think if we didn't have where the whole family can come and we just disappear here, we could have people come in, help us out, make some money, go back and live their lives, maybe in Mexico or wherever. But the other thing that worries me about, actually, I even know when we try to get some visitors from Latvia, it depends on who's in that office. How nice you are. The pretty ones got 5-year visas. My old lady didn't get any. We had to fight for her, and so just to send them back home and say, oh, you got to get in line. It's not an easy gig in any country. You don't know what's going on over there. Even the consulates are, shady and bought off. So that bothers me, too, to have to go back. It seems that if you have a sponsor here who's going to give you a job, and you could apply from here, it may not put you in front, but it seems to me that it would be nice to be able to just get application even from here sent over there. Something easier where the applications could be made easier, and maybe if we could open up more of the total amount of worker bees that we allow in. See, we were under special deal, and we all my friends' parents who were educated and pharmacists and stuff, some of them got their jobs after re-educating themselves here and passing boards, but a lot of them were very smart people and had to do janitor work, and but that was still better than what's over there. And so those would be my thoughts. And I'm clarifying it, and I may write one up for him with that in mind, that we have to do something. And I know the guys next door building can't speak English, but they're doing a great job, so I have a hard time being, I'm happy with them. McCain, well, I'm for him now because I don't know that Huckabee's the right person. And I would have gone for the CEO, and I would have gone for Thompson and the conservative guys. Said he had a clear head. He was honest. He understood what the world's all about. He's obviously made a success of things out there. He didn't start off very well as a politician, I guess, and that's a good thing, too. I think he would have been good for us. I think he's been very good. And I'm sorry that I think that the media and everybody ganged up on him and put him under. He's not one of those charmers, and I just think he's just obviously brilliant. I was first for Giuliani, and I think he's the same way. I think he's honest. I think he may have not done things a lot of people like, but he got things done that were important to us, and I think that Romney would have done that, and I'm hoping McCain will. I worked at the University in Health Sciences after 35 years and have retired from UW Public Health, School of Public Health, and I was an administrator there. I didn't really know about all this. I was working, and one of my neighbors finally found it, and we went to our first one for 1999 for President Bush. It was somebody's home, and it was really lovely. And then last time, we wound up going into one of schools, and it was just to read through President Bush, and so that was non-eventful and interesting, and I've gone to a few other things here, and now I got elected precinct committee officer, so just trying to get to know my precinct people and see who will show up, and I did send my notes out. Well, I'm hoping we'll have more show up than not. But it will be interesting to see how many can. I think I feel bad that I'd like to see all the caucuses in the United States to be the same day, because I think we get left out. We're at the end of this trip, you know. I mean, I was going to go for Romney, and then I was going to go for others, and we really, at this point, don't have that many choices. Like them all, but I think we should get on it, and I loved the speech yesterday. It was telecast on Northwest Channel, which I was so impressed that they did that. They used to do that, and all my favorite people, McKenna and Monroe and Governor Evans, they all endorsed him. So at that point, I figured I think he will do fine, and we could get behind him. I think Washington State has in his people like him. I saw his signs out before.